Hey guys, I wanted to just go back over and do a little bit of a review on place value. Now, moms and dads, if you're watching this video with your kindergartner, this is not something that is covered every single day in our lessons, but it will most definitely be something that is covered in first grade. So I wanted to go through and just review it in a quick little video just to keep it fresh and just show them and talk to them and just remind them of it. We did it every single day, but I'm not so sure that you'll see it on their lessons. But when you get to first grade, I don't want them to be like, whoa, I completely forgot about place value. So I want it to be a little bit fresh. I know we're going to lose a little bit of stuff in June and July, no schoolwork, playing, hanging out, swimming, but still, I wanted to just review before. Okay, everybody, so remember every single morning we started our calendar and we did our weather and we talked about all of the things that were just going to start our day, what day we were having, and we did our days of school calendar. So our days of school calendar, and we had the little pillows and we would move them in the counting sticks and all of that. So I want you to think about that and think about our classroom and think about us doing that. In the very beginning of school, the numbers were very small. We usually only had one number, like 6. And so it took us a long time to build those numbers up and to get them to be placed in the different things. So, of course, in the beginning of school, when we had been in school just a couple of days, we would only say we had been in school. Let's just pretend that we had been in school 7 days. So we would just put 7 here. And then, before you know it, we had moved up. And we had counted those days, and we had counted and added sticks and counted. And what do we do when we get to 10 sticks? What is it called? We bundle. That's right. Every set of 10, we bundle and moved to the tens column. So the tens column, you'll see, like on there, our ones and our tens. So then the next thing you know it, we were at a lot of days, 82, we're going to pretend. And so that's how we would write 2 numbers. This is the tens column, and this is the ones column. And then we would count, and we would count, and we had so many wonderful things going on, and we counted every day, and then boom, what do you know? The 100th day of school. And what do you do when you get to 3 numbers? You have to fill in all 3 blanks in place value. So you have your ones, your tens, and your hundreds. So for 100 days of school, we had 1 0. A 0. And that was a fun day. We had 100 snacks that day. Do you remember that? I loved it. That was in January. That wasn't too long ago. So we filled in all 3 of our blanks. So I want you to look at this up here. This is a 100s chart, a place value chart. And we're going to just place these numbers where we think that they should go in our 100th day, our 100th day, listen to me talking, in our chart. Now, I'm not going to write on this. I'm going to write them underneath here. So I'm going to label it so you can see it a little bit better on the video. This is our ones chart, so I'm putting a great big O there, 0, O, letter O. This is our tens, and this is our hundreds. So that way you can see it a little bit better. All right, so let's take this first number, 27. How would we write it? Would we start on this side? Would we start here? Or would we start here? I don't know if you're listening or you're yelling out, but I hope that you would say that we would start here. We always start on this side, don't we? We always start with the ones. And what number are we going to put in the ones? We're going to put the 7. So we're going to put 7, 2 for 27. What are we going to put here? Nothing, because there's not a number there. So you don't put nothing there. Check, we did that one. Let's go to the next one. 892. Now, could you imagine being in school 892 days? Holy macaroni. Whew. No, let's don't imagine that. Where am I going to start with? The 2. I'm going to put the 2 here. I'm going to put the 9 here. And I'm going to put the 8 here. This is breaking this down. 2 ones, 90 tens, and 8 hundreds. Okay. 134. Where would you put it? I hope you're answering. 4, 3, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Ugh, tricky, tricky, tricky. Look at the next number. 6. Where would you put the 6? Here? Here? Ding, ding, ding. We're going to put the 6 in the ones column. I'm going to move my camera so we're getting a little bit lower on my board here. 93. Well, I hope you're guessing. We're going to start with the 3 and the 9. That's pretty good. Now look, on the 6, there's nothing here. I don't feel anything here. And there's nothing here. So those are blanks. Okay, we did that. We have a couple more. Okay, the next one is 12. 2 ones and 1 10. Good job. And our last number is 5. Where are we going to put it? In the ones. Way down there, we're in the ones. All right, good job. We did all of those. But look, that has a star beside it. Challenge. Challenge. Look at that number. 1,049. It's such a big number, I was getting myself confused. How in the world would we do that in our place value chart? Well, the thing about this is that our place value chart is not big enough for this number. It's not big enough because it's a bigger number that you would learn in first grade, not in kindergarten. So let's look up here. See how when we started, we had ones and tens, and then it built up a little bit and added the hundreds. Well, if we add this number, it's going to build again and add the thousands. So on this paper, it would have a whole nother section and it would be labeled thousands at the top. So then we could say in our challenge number down here, we could label the 9, the 4, the 0, and then the 1 would go there. That's a super hard challenge. But you know what? I always like to challenge you because guess what? Almost every single time that I challenged you in class, you got it right. You got it right. So I'm so proud of how far that you came in place value. And when I came to school a couple of weeks ago, when we found out that school had to close and we had to start doing our schoolwork at home, I looked at my calendar, and the very last day on the calendar was 136. So we had been in school 136 days, and we're supposed to be in school like 181. So we still had a long way to go in our class. So our numbers would have climbed and climbed and climbed, and you would have learned how to do this so much more. But you were doing an amazing job before we left. So moms and dads, this is just a review only because I know what they're going to start with in kindergarten, and I wanted to just push them. In first grade, and I just wanted to push them. So if you see this on any math papers, go for it. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. You want to review with it before you go to first grade. At least they'll have a little bit of it in their brains. So if you need me, you know how to get me. I love you.